Okay, it is time to talk about the 4-axis positioning machining. And as you can see that I try to create some toolpath about that and product. So as you can see that that is normally 2D toolpath. I just want to use the 2D operations and by 4-axis positioning. So after that I can get the old stuff I need. So first of all, I just need to click on the top perspective. So that's my top perspective, and you can see that that is my top perspective geometry. And first of all, I just want to create some toolpath for that perspective. After that, I can rotate it and focusing on that geometry. Firstly, I created that toolpath. Let's examine that. When I push to geometry, that's my geometry. And after selecting my geometry, let's focusing on the parameters side. And that is toolpath, contour toolpath, of course. That is the linking parameters. In linking parameters, I prefer to use incremental for lead rock. Incremental means and I don't care about my VCS, just focusing on my geometry. My geometry and X position 0. And after my geometry Z position, I just need to add 30 millimeters to get my lead rock. That's my feed plane, top of stock. But depth properties, I prefer to use absolute, and maybe I can use incremental. Incremental, when I select incremental, I need to write 0, of course, and that is my geometry on depth and side. So if you intend to use the absolute, I need to write that millimeters. And so I can use both of them, but normally in that case I intend to use the rotate my toolpath. That's why I prefer to use incremental. So it means that I just need to and focusing on my geometry, and after that edit my geometry to on z-axis that millimeters. So after that I can get my top of stock distance. So that's why I'm selecting that one. And on top perspective I can see the two geometry, that one and that one. That's why I am selecting both of them. After that I need to decide my linking parameters like this, and turn back to cut parameters, compensation type calculated by computer, and compensation direction right side. And I don't want to use the depth cut. I just need to focusing on planes, top, and my rotary axis no rotation, because I decided to and that perspective A0, A my third axis, and A can be 0. Okay, after that let's generate my dirty operations because I change it. After that let's get my G code. When I get my G code, you can see the A axis, and A axis 0 right now because I am focusing on the top perspective right now. That's why A is 0. Okay, that's also another A here. Okay, sorry about that. I just selected the rotation options. I just focusing on the contour operation right now. So I just need to see A0. Okay, let me get my G code again. Okay, that's my G code. You can see that A is 0 right now. Okay, that is one geometry. That is another geometry. In that case, you can see my retract point and my depth point like this, 97. Okay, that's it. Okay. And after that, of course, I need to focus on that geometry. Before focusing that geometry, I need to change my plane. That's why I need to focus on planes section, that one. After that, I need to copy. So right mouse button and use the duplicate options. Okay, let me show you how can I did that. I can click on that one. I created my VCS by duplicating top VCS. After that, of course, I need to rotate that one by using the right mouse button and rotate incremental options. In that case, I need to write my degree to rotate it. I just need to write my degree like this. I need to use the minus. So that's it. When I click on that, I can create my new VCS according to that geometry. Okay, that's it. After, and actually I did it for 1, 2, 3 and 4 geometry, so that's why I don't need that one. I can delete it. But in your MasterCAM file, of course, you need to do that. Okay, after copying that VCS, I need to select my VCS, C plane and tool plane like this. After that, you can turn back toolpath options. When I turn back to toolpath options, I need to use parameters, and linking parameters can be same. I can use incremental 0, top of stock can be, okay, let me check what I did for that one, and 24, 25, 40 and something like that. Okay, I need to write 24, 25 and 30. That is the absolute. Okay, I also need to click on incremental. I just need to resonate it. Okay. Okay, that's it. And after that, let's talk about the cut parameters. Cut parameters can be same, compensation type computer and right side. That's it. I don't want to use the depth cut for that one, and leading options like this. That is my swap degree and that is my radius according to my tool diameter. It can be 5 millimeters, the same, the exact, and for exit. Okay, in that case, let's talk about the planes. In that case, I need to select my top one, pushing that button. I need to select that one. You can see that I don't change my X, Y, and Z position. I just change, I just rotate my VCS according to X axis. Okay, that's it. That's my top one, top one. It can be working coordinate system as a top. After that, you need to push the rotary axis control, and rotary axis control can be rotary axis positioning and selecting X axis. That's it. I can do that, and same for plane 2, that one, that geometry and that geometry. I need to focus on that geometry and that geometry. I just need to select rotary axis, and linking parameters, and incremental 0 and top of stock 24, 25, 30 and that one, and cut parameters, compensation right, depth cut not selected, leading out same, rotary axis, control and plane. Plane can be top 2. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's push the plane button again. That's my another plane. Turn back to toolpath. Okay, that's my geometry. After that, that's my top 3, and linking parameters 24, incremental 0, that one and that one. Cut parameters can be computer, right, and rotary axis, positioning, x-axis, and plane top 3. Okay, let's talk about the last one. That one, top 4. That's my only geometry. I just select my top 4 and linking parameters, incremental 0, computer, right, that not selected, did OK, and axis like this, and plane can be 4. And working coordinate system can be top. Okay, that's it. In that case, I created my 5 toolpath. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, that's my 5 toolpath. After that, you can see that, and all that toolpath rotating, and 5 times on that perspective. Okay, that's why I intend to use the rotate my toolpath options. In that case, I'm gonna use the click mouse, right mouse button and select that one, transform toolpath. After that, I need to select as a type rotate, method tool plane, include origin, geometry. Of course, I need to select my 5 toolpath. After that, I need to turn to rotate properties. I need 4 more that toolpath. That's my first angel, and that is my incremental angel. That is my rotation plane. My rotation plane can be right. That's my right perspective. Okay. That's why I am selecting right rotation plane. Oh, that's it. I can create it and all that geometry like this. Okay, let me show you what I did. That one, and that one. Okay. Perfect toolpath. Okay, thank you very much. That is our toolpath. Okay, let's talk about and edit some operations on it. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm gonna push on top perspective. Is that up? Okay. Isometric perspective, and that's my top perspective. Okay, I need to turn back to that one. Okay. Okay, let's create some toolpath for that one. You need to be sure about that one, 3D perspective. I need to click on wireframe and curve on edge options. In that case, I just need to click on that edge, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Oops, that one, that one, that one, that one. Yes. After that, I need to extend that toolpath 15 millimeters. Maybe in that case we can turn back to wireframe options to handle that stuff easily. Okay, I just want to turn back that one. Okay, I just need to copy and paste it. I need to delete that geometry to add that one. While adding my geometry, I also consider that cycle. Otherwise, I cannot see them and in the same toolpath. It is the top, and leaking parameters. Leaking parameters can be 5 and 10 and like this. I think that's enough. And the cut parameters, compensation type, computer, and right side. Lead in, out, maybe can be 40 degree for swept. That's enough. I just need to click on that one. Okay, I just want to see that one. Okay, there is something wrong with them. In leaking parameters. Okay, I need to select that one. That one. Okay, I think that's okay. Okay. Anyway, that's my toolpath right now. Okay, I just need to use the leading out options as a extent. That's my geometry. I just need to regenerate it. Okay, I think that's pretty cool. After that, I just click on that one. I just want to copy them and paste it here. Of course, I need to change my plane. My plane can be top 1. Also, that one can be top 1. My rotary axis can be x-axis. So that's it. In linking parameters can be same. I just need to regenerate it and to get my geometry. And of course, I need to also change my chain. Is that right? Yes. That's my chain. So I also need to delete that one to add that one. Yes, that's it. Okay, I just reached that point to regenerate my dirty operations. Yes, that's it. I just need to copy and paste it here. I'm sorry, I don't need that one. Okay, that's the geometry I need to focus on. So let's delete it, and that one and that one, and oops, that one and that one. Yes, let's check the geometry. Okay, and my linking parameters can be same. I just need to change my perspective. My perspective can be like this, and I don't need to change my rotary axis. Rotary axis can be same. Okay, I just need to regenerate it. Okay, perfect. I just need to copy that one, paste it here. Okay, let's also paste here. In that one, I just need to select that one and that one. In that one, I need to edit that one and that one and that one. That's it. Of course, don't forget to change your perspective. That one can be top 3, top 4. Okay, that's it. Regenerate all my dirty operations. Okay, let's check out everything is fine. Okay, that one and that one on that section, that one for that one, that one for that position, that one for that position, and lastly I need that one. Okay, that is my rotary position for all of them in the same degree. Okay, it's everything fine. Okay, that's our toolpath. That's enough. Okay, in that case, maybe you also consider that perspective. That is my perspective. You can also consider that perspective. You can rotate your product, and when you click on the top view, and you can see that geometry. After that, when creating your toolpath according to that position, you can rotate and transform to get that toolpath. You can also rotate and transform to get that geometry, that one and that one. After that, you can transform that geometry to get that one. You can also transform that geometry to get that one, same. After that, you can rotate all that toolpath according to that rotation engine. Okay, that is another perspective. You can also consider that one. But in that case, I don't want to change my position, product position. That is my position, exactly the what I get in SolidWorks. So that's it. That is the top perspective. I just get that one and that one. After that, I can, and after getting all that geometry, I just need to change my toolpath to get that line, after that line and that line, something like that. Okay, that's my perspective. Thank you very much, and don't hesitate to ask me any question or and please, I need more feedback about my course to getting that course better and better. So don't hesitate to share with your friends that course, and thank you very much.
Hello again, welcome to the MasterCAM course. In that lecture, we're going to talk about an 4-axis simultaneous toolpath by using the simple wireframe. Okay, I'm going to click right mouse button and isometric perspective, and then I can turn to top, C-plane, top to right. This is right, and then I'm going to click wireframe options, and under the rectangle, I can see the helix button. I'm going to click here, and after that I just need to select actually and my origin, and then this is my actually toolpath. Sorry, this is my product, and then actually this is x-axis. Is everything fine? I can use C-plane top. We can also check that part here. We can also turn to view at the top. I can click transform, select my geometry, and then we can rotate it like this. Okay, I can use right mouse button and isometric perspective here. Okay, like this. Let's turn right wheel again and transform and rotate and select my geometry. And then we can also rotate that by using the 90 degree. Okay, and clear color and top view again. Oops, no, it's not I want. And I can click here, transform and rotate and selection, and one, that one. Okay, that's it. Our product is ready. Let's create our toolpath. I'm gonna click machine and default machine here, and then we can use right mouse button, new toolpath and contour toolpath, and then I can click my helix wireframe and click OK button. So let's create our tool. When I'm creating my tool, maybe it can be in the 5 millimeters. This is 10, and this is going to be my actually tool. Okay, let me cancel that part. I can click here. Okay, and it can be 5. Okay, that part actually we can also organize that part. It can be 10. This is the diameter. Okay, anyway, let's create that one with a 25, and that can be 1. Okay, maybe we should write here and 15. Maybe we should write 7 and 10. Yeah, that's better. This is my tool, and 1 millimeter diameter actually. Okay, so that's going to be my feed rate, and this is going to be my cutting speed. Oops, can you see that this is my diameter is 1 millimeter, so that's why we need to write maybe 25 cutting speed, of course, with that kind of maybe, and feed rate maybe. Okay, and then linking parameters can be incremental, incremental, and incremental and 0. Okay, so this is cut parameters. I can select here. I just want to make off because I don't want to use compensation type here. I don't want to use leading and without options either. And then I can turn to plane here, top, 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 and top. And then I can turn to rotary axis. I can activate axis substitution here. This is the y-axis, and I can write my and the diameter here and click OK button. And that's it. Let's see our toolpath. This is my folder, by the way. This is gonna be my toolpath. Maybe we should change our tool to be able to see that stuff easily. Okay, we don't have to use that kind of tool. We can also use the 10 millimeter diameter tool for our process. You can push here and we're gonna see that kind of and simultaneous toolpath for our process. Okay, if you would like to use some depth of cut or something like that, so you can write here maybe N5 and then cut parameters and depth cut you can activate it, and you're gonna see that kind of options here. Oops. This is step 1, step 2 and step 3. You can also see the final step here. No, you can write 1 and then you can see the final step here. At that point, actually, we can also use the absolute width track here, okay, like this. Okay, you can also organize according to your product, of course. Okay, that's fine. And anyway, and this is actually simultaneous toolpath for our helix. Okay, this is 4-axis and simultaneous helix toolpath example. Okay, thank you very much.